Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to English Football Club Barcelona, your Barcelona channel in English. Today we have Ferran's presentation. We're going to talk about Ferran in a few seconds, but we have other, I think, very important things that happened today to talk about. So, without more delay, let's start. So, as I was saying at the beginning, we had Ferran's presentation today. Incredible. I think the Barcelona's agenda is quite non-stop at all. Match yesterday, today, Ferran's presentation. Dembele, who we are going to talk about in a few seconds or in a few minutes. So many things happen. Here, first thing that I want to point out is that Ferran Torres talked about all this fear that the media are having about Barcelona not being able to sign him for La Liga. What's the problem? The problem is that economically Barcelona cannot sign the player in La Liga. Why? Because the salary he's expected to get and Barcelona's maximum salary that can pay to the plantel is over. So there is a fair play that Barcelona, I didn't explain at all. It was horrible. Let's start again. No, just kidding. So what happened to Barcelona is the following. They expected Dembele to renew with the half of his salary. More or less, that was the information I remember I read some months ago. So Dembele's salary more or less is like 12 million euros. So it was expected for Dembele to reduce his salary to 6 million euros, probably 9, more or less, if I don't remember wrong. I have something in mind that says it was going to be 9. So then with those 3 million euros, that's the money that they expected to pay to Ferran. I'm talking about suppose and numbers that I'm doing in my head in this moment. So like that, as Dembele with 12 millions, Barcelona paying Dembele 12 millions, everything was all right. Barcelona expected that by this way, we still pay those 12 millions, but for 2 players instead of 1. So, like that, it was expected for Barcelona to be able to sign Ferran Torres. Problem, Dembele didn't renew. Dembele said that he wants to renew with his conditions. 30 million euros for a signing on fee, plus all his salary, that is 20 or 30 million euros, plus paying his agent, Sissoko, 50 million euros, something like that. So numbers that were quite high actually for the team, and of course, very far for what the team expected. So suddenly, everyone was saying, oh, what's going to happen with Ferran, fear, etc. And Ferran today, during his presentation, he said that he was not afraid at all, that he knew what's the situation. And actually, in the club, they are saying that in a few days, they are going to sign Ferran. And later, they are going to let him play in a few matches, probably for the King's Cup or probably for the competition for La Liga. That's incredible because, of course, what media says that is very far from what Barcelona says. But here there are two things. Or media doesn't have all the information, which may happen because, of course, all the numbers from Barcelona club or as Real Madrid or whatever, unless it's an agreement between two teams, that's public because FIFA asked to make that public because it must be transparent information to make no lies about these things. But later, the contracts the team with the player that's very different. That's private information. That's a problem that, for example, when Messi's contract appeared in every newspaper, that was illegal because any contract can go out. Imagine you have a contract and suddenly you find it in the newspaper. What's going on? No, it's private information. You cannot do that at all. So that's what happened with this information. So we really don't know. What we know is the Barcelona economy because that's public, but we don't know the salaries of the players. For example, when we say Dembele gets 12 million, we're talking about more or less. Don't forget that. We are talking about more or less Dembele gets 12 millions. Probably it's a bit more, probably it's a bit less. We don't know it. But what you can imagine doing the numbers of the Barcelona or checking Barcelona numbers, more or less you can get those ciphers. So what's going on? We really don't know. But Ferran Torres said that he's not afraid and he knows he's going to be able to be signing in. So, well, of course, these things during the talks when they are negotiating for changing the club, etc., that's something that they have talked for sure. So, Ferran Torres, in few days, probably yes. The other option, as I was saying, is that Barcelona is being optimistic because imagine, what are they going to say? Oh, we signed Ferran Torres and now we're not sure if we can sign him in. No, I don't think so, because that will leave Barcelona in a very, very complicated and complicated situation, and it will give a very bad image of the club. No? So hope it's like that. A situation that a presentation that Laporta was one of the steering people who were there. Now, and what I'm meaning is that Laporta not just talked about Ferran Torres, that he talked about other things. He was quite euphoric, quite excited about the situation. More or less, it reminded me what I read, because I didn't watch it, but what I read, it reminded me the presentation of Xavi Hernandez, that they were singing, etc. So a bit out of the place. It's true that Barcelona is now just 1 point from getting the Champions League positions, and it's true that we are 15 points far from Real Madrid, and we have 1 game less than them. But don't be too optimistic too. We have to be realistic. Where we come from, we are having problems. We lost Messi, we lost Griezmann, we lost around 50 goals per year in just one summer. So we come from a situation really, really bad. We are in the Europa League that, being honest, it's not where we expect it to be. We lost millions of euros because of this. So I don't think we are in a situation or in a position to be all the time singing and saying, "Oh, we are in the best moment," or "We are coming back already." No, it's true that being the president, he has to be really optimistic, because he's the one who has to pull the team from the first one. Okay, the first person who has to pull the team to say, "Yes, we are going to come back," of course, and that's what I believe. A part of me is a bit afraid that this situation we are living, it's going to expand, or could expand in time, and expand in time, and then we will suffer other problems there. But I think Laporta and the club is trying to do the best to bring us back to the place we deserve. No? But from here, then he was asked about Haaland. First, he said that he doesn't want to talk about other players, but later he said that because he said that if we talk about some players, we increment or we increase their value, and that's nothing that's not good for us. But later he said something that it was like the best players or many players want to come to Barcelona, and then he said that about Haaland, we are going to do what or like they have a plan. I cannot read it because that's a lot, but he said that they have a plan, and for me it was like, then no, the other day I was talking about I know Barcelona has a plan to get Haaland, that is quite out of reality to get Haaland, but well, Barcelona has a plan. There is a company that wants to invest the money to get Haaland. I know Joan Laporta has contacts, etc. So possible, it seems it is, but difficult, very, very difficult. No? And also he talked about this situation of Alves. Alves, whose salary more or less is around 100,000 euros. 100,000 euros. I think I said it properly. Yeah, so they said that they are going to sign Alves tomorrow. Yeah, I was making a mistake. They said about Alves is going to be tomorrow or after tomorrow, and about Ferran later. Why later? Because we have to wait for what Dembélé said. The media was saying that Dembélé and Barcelona are going to meet today, but it seems that this information is not true. Actually, Alemany, one of the board of directors of Barcelona, said that they are not going to meet Dembélé again, but they are expecting, they know, I mean, Dembélé and his agent know what's the position of Barcelona for renewing him, and he said that they are not going to move from what they have supposed. Why? Because they cannot, especially because they cannot, but also because they have other plans for Haaland or other players, and they cannot ask Dembélé to, they cannot pay Dembélé what he's asking and then get Haaland. Okay, it's impossible. So what's going to happen? We don't know. But what I can assure you is that whatever happens these following weeks, you're going to know from here, from Football Club Barcelona. So thank you for watching us. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you like it. The like one, not the dislike. Subscribe if you want to keep watching news about Barcelona or pre-matches, etc. And then hope you have a really, really nice day or night, wherever you are, and see you in the next video. Have a nice day.